before anybody was here. I don't know where he. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give everybody a couple of more minutes to get on here. Oh, look at Viv. Look, she is decked out. Oh my gosh, and look at her. Okay, at least I'm not the only one in a baseball cap. I was like, okay, I'm looking a hot mess. I'm in a baseball cap. But Pearl is out at the pool or beach. Which one, Pearl?
She's muted.
I know she's muted, but I think she's trying to show us. Are you at the pool or are you at the beach, Pearl?
Trying to make us hurt. She's at the beach.
I know she's just teasing us because we can't be there. Look, did you see that, Martia? Eric said he needs to see your new red hair. Toyana, hello.
No, Eric, you can't see my new red hair. Not today.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, I'm giving this a last call for everyone. Hang out. Okay. Toyana, I don't know what you watching or what you watching it or listening to.
Let me mute my line. That's my little brothers and sisters. They're in there watching the BET Awards.
Oh gosh, Marcus said his computer is going crazy with the webcam. All right.
Dwayne wants you to share the YouTube link.
All he has to do is click on the regular link. I'm sorry, I'm typing to a couple people who are trying. All they have to do, they know that like the room is full because some of you. Yeah, tell them to click on the regular link. I mean, we are live. I mean, I'll go and I'll give it to them, but when they click on the regular link, it brings them in. Oops, wrong one. YouTube link. Oops. Okay, I just posted the YouTube link. If anybody is saying that, like, I mean, really, all they have to do is click on the regular one. If they're having problems, I just posted the YouTube link in the Team Zeal chat. So many people are like, it won't let me in. Okay, click. Giving everybody the YouTube chat, the YouTube link. Are you guys giving it out as well to people who need? I mean, because we need to get started. It's like almost 10 after. Okay, trying to. All right, you guys, we have Mr. Marcus Brigham on, so I think we can finally get started. Marcus. Are you there, Marcus? Can you hear us?
Good evening, I can. I'm sorry my webcam doesn't want to act right, but I'm here. I'm ready to roll.
You're fine. Half of us are in baseball caps anyway. So, people are still trying to get on through the YouTube link. I just posted it for people. They can, I think people don't realize they can still, if they click and they try to get on, sometimes they have to click it a couple times. I don't know why it just does that, but then you can get on through YouTube. But I posted the YouTube link just in case. So we have people who will be getting on. So hopefully everybody's either on here or on YouTube. And we're losing people. Okay, so anyway, Marcus, what I'm going to do is go ahead and have you kick this off, because what I'm doing is still trying to get people on here. Oh my gosh. Toy, I think it's your mute it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and try to continue to help get people on here, and you can go ahead and start this hangout off.
Perfect. Can you hear me okay, Davida?
You sound great.
Okay, excellent. Well, hey, everybody, I want to welcome you all to our Sunday evening training call. Out to more of our members that are already plugged in here with us with Team Zeal. I want to say greetings to, I know I see a few people that have, I see David that made it on here, one of our new associates. who actually hasn't upgraded yet but is going to upgrade, I want to encourage all of you to bring any serious networkers, people that you know that have what it takes and want to get off to a fast start. Use these hangouts for this, you all. This is very important. I know sometimes some of you are thinking, well, this is information just for the distributors. We try to keep this to where this is really, to me, going to be a hangout that's going to even encourage people that aren't yet plugged in the business to actually decide to be plugged in because of the fact that they see they have a lot of support. They see really the movement that's happening here, and really that when it comes down to understanding how to build this business, you know, what it's actually going to take. So I want to commend all of you for inviting people. David, thanks for jumping on tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know, when we talk about, okay, thanks, I just heard your voice there, David. When we talk about just moving forward, you all, one of the biggest things I know that David and I, and if everybody, if you can mute your phone there, David, go ahead and mute your phone again for me. Perfect. One of the big things, you all, that David and I had really been talking about just in moving forward is really finding that place in your business where you have to really, you guys, find your own groove and really find what's going to work for you. And I think it's really good to go out there and grab ideas and model different things. But for instance, I know too, but one thing I want to commend Pearl is she really found her niche, she found her thing, and she worked it. And that's my thing about it is, with this business, you all, it works if you work it. And you've got to figure out what's going to be the best strategy for you, what's going to allow you to work this business and get your team and really to find your niche and just really get out there and hit it. And one of the biggest things I see in skinny body care is the people that find duck. Sometimes I really think a lot of you all are trying to model things that aren't you. And my thing is, I believe in transformation. I believe in, you know, you look at other things out there and you see what people are doing, and then you try to model those things. But some of those things, you all, that people are doing out there, it takes a certain skill setting, and the thing is, it's not always you. What Tim Miller may post and some of the things that he does, you all, being a Crown Diamond, it's awesome. Some of the stuff he does, it's going to work for him. It's his brand. Kai Lo, some of the things that Kai Lo does, I see people trying to model some of the things that he does, which is outstanding. It's unbelievable what the type of responses that he can get, 400, 500, 600 likes. Kai will tell you, he said, Marcus, it took me 3 to 4 years to clean my database. He travels all around the world. He literally networks with the people out there. It takes time to get to that niche. And so my thing is, when you start to try to model that language and try to do certain things that maybe Lo is doing, you all, just understand that's going to take time. But at the end of the day, what you have to ask yourself is, am I displaying to the world on Facebook? Am I explaining to the world outside of Facebook that I'm honestly open for business? And I see some people, in my opinion, that I really believe, you all, I love Facebook, but let me just be honest with you. This thing up. There's a lot of people around you all right now, and I keep telling you all this, in your cities right there alone. Many of you can go diamond right there in your city, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to get a little bit uncomfortable. For some of you all, it's a lot uncomfortable, and what I mean by that is you're going to have to get offline a little bit. And a lot of you need to get offline a lot, because the thing is, you've just really have just what's the word I'm looking for? Really inundated yourself with just being online all the time. And my thing is, you know, if you're doing the same post and the same things over and over, the same people are seeing, the same people are commenting on them. And my thing is, if you're at a place in your business where you're saying, you know what, it's not moving as fast as I need it to move, then my thing is, you have to really sit down for a second, write down what are the things that you're doing and what are some of the adjustments that you can do to your business. I was using Pearl as an example. Is Pearl does a lot of stuff on Facebook, but one thing I do know is I see a lot of pictures with her and her organization, a lot of people there in the beautiful islands there of Hawaii, and they're getting together. But regardless of whatever it is, she's found what works for her. And my thing for you, for some of you all out there, is you're gonna have to mix it up. Like with me right now, I went into a phase where I was just smoking on Facebook. A lot of great things were happening. But then I realized that it started to dry up a little bit. And you all listen to me carefully. When our owner, when CEO Ben Galinsky talks about it, I mean, I didn't miss that. About 5 weeks ago on one of the calls, he talked about where Skinny Body was 3 years ago. Jackie Stewart and Heather and all those ladies in there, Tara that you all met, Courtney, some of them, they had really dominated Facebook, so they showed us how it's done. Many of you have built a solid foundation on Facebook. You really, really have. But like he said this new wave of people, the new networkers coming in, we're going to be really ushering in a new way of building this business, and that's getting back to rolling up your sleeves and having more skinny body parties. Excuse me. So my thing is, there's nothing, and I was looking at a book at Barnes and Noble the other day, and I thought of the team, and I thought about how powerful it is, and they were in that book, which has slipped my mind, but it was talking about the power of being in front of people and this social media kind of transformation that everyone's going through. We love it. It's so convenient. But let me tell you all that wave of millionaires that's going to be created in this movement, you all, I'm telling you right now, a lot of it's going to come by those people that are mixing it up. I think Facebook allows people to get comfortable. Why? Because you can post stuff all day long. But you know what? My thing is, it's tough for people. In fact, it's very hard for people to feel the energy and the emotions through a post. And, using Kylo found his story. If you listen to Kylo's story, he talks about his experience and how he, was incarcerated at one point in his life, and how it changed his life, and he took it, and he now has created this empire online. He found his why. And all he does is he's become great at telling his story over and over and over and over and over again. It's awesome. It works. You all, it's his brand. I love the fact that some of you all are trying to grab some of the things from it, but you all, let me tell you something. The way that you all were created, it's okay to just be you. It really, really is. And my thing is to all of you, some of you are going to keep staying in that rut until you say, you know what, I'm going to get out here, I'm going to make some things happen. You look at Davita, prime example. Davita, she found her groove, and she and I talked about this all the time. And she said, you know what, Marcus, I know what I can see this thing, and I'm running. I didn't once tell her, hey, you need to change this, change that. She said at that very moment she saw this and she started to run. And I love the fact that, when we talk about how much knowledge you actually have to have in this business, you don't have to be loaded with tons of knowledge in this. You have to be excited. And that's why I'm kind of bouncing back and forth to, Davita and talking about Pearl. You all, they're just crazy on fire and excited about this business. And that's my thing is, don't get frustrated about it, you all. Get excited, but change up the game. More than anything, change up the game. What is it that you're going to have to do to take your business to the next level? And that's the biggest thing that I want to encourage all of you tonight, is to really sit down and say, what's my niche? I know for me, I'm a presenter, and I know that I'm short, selling myself if I don't get in front of people. And so that's been my biggest thing now, is taking this out. You all, I've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've moved 7 bottles in the last, not even 2 days, just by literally getting in my car, people meeting up with me. I was giving them instruction. I mean, it's crazy. And these are people that already said, Marcus, look, I'm coming into this business, but I'm taking it to them. I'm planting seed over and over and over again. And my thing to all of you is, you got to be to a place where you're willing to get uncomfortable. If you're the type of person right now where being on Facebook is comfortable all day long, guess what? You need to shake it up. You're going to have to change that up and do some things to stretch yourself, because my thing is, you're limiting yourself on your ability to take your business further. Like I said, many of you, for whatever reason is, you want to come and really and put yourselves in that closed door in that box, and all you want to do is work on your computer and hit links. Guys, it's okay to do that, but you got to mix it up. You got to mix it up. Let's put a pin right there for a second. Pause it there. Davida, if you're back, if you want to add on to that, then maybe we want to open it up and see if anybody has any questions on things we can help you out with. Because I really want you to find your own niche in this thing, you all. I really, really do. Davida, you there?
I'm here, Marcus. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. Why don't you go ahead and you know, and let me just say this, you all. You know, we saw Davida do something that was amazing. I mean, watching her hit platinum, girl. I mean, it was amazing. You all, she's been an awesome coach, not only to you all, but here I am. I'm the one that brought her into the business, but Davida's been an awesome coach to me because, you know, I actually haven't technically hit platinum. My numbers are out the charts, but you all, guess what? My structure's not where it really needs to be. And so Davida's been an awesome coach to me, giving me some pointers on things that I can do. And I'm going to tell you all right now, I'm the type of person, I care a lot about people just like she does, but she told me, Marcus, you got to start leaving some people behind. You got to run with this thing. And that's my thing to all of you is, we're giving you nuggets here so that we can all come out and start running with this thing, really. But Davida, I'm so proud of you, our newest platinum in the company, and you did it in your second full month. That's crazy, y'all, when you really think about this. I mean, she almost hit platinum her first full month, but knocked it out the park. And I mean, we're not even done with the month. You had already knocked it out a week, you know, in advance. So I commend you. Your organization is, I mean, you're going to probably close up to $15,000 in business volume this month, which is just sickening. I mean, it's amazing. So kudos to you. But let me just pass it to you. You know, you and I have been talking about a lot of these things. What do you want to say to the team so that, you know, we can really move forward?
I just want to say, you know, I've been talking to people, and, you know, I do want some of the people that I've been talking to speak. And I'm sorry, I've had a lot going on. My voice is kind of jacked up right now. But what I want to say to you guys is, yeah, you know, I say I'm running and I will leave you behind. But you see, I have, for those of you who are trying, I don't leave you behind. I reach down and I give you the knowledge when you ask me a question, or when you, like, that you can't find somebody someplace else. And it's the people who are really searching, who are really going after it, who have posted their whys, who are doing the 119 days, who are doing the 30-day boot camp. The people who are really going after it, and I mean posting, you know, the 4 things that I say post every day. Post your before and after picture, post your recipe, post your inspirational, post your personal thing, you know. And like I said, it doesn't have to be like super personal. It could be, I went to McDonald's today, but I took my skinny fiber beforehand with my full glass of water, and so instead of eating a whole Big Mac and fries, I only ate half the Big Mac and fries. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, but something personal, so somebody knows that you're real. Those people, I tell you, it's making a difference. It's a slow difference, because people do not want to just like come out and say it, because weight loss is a sensitive issue, but it is something that is working. One thing I do want to say, though, is that, you know, it was brought to my attention, I feel like our team has moved from being more about us as a team and more towards ranks. And I said, no, what it is I, Marcus, and the leaders, we give people what they want. If they're asking certain questions, then those are the answers that we're giving them. So if you want to know how to get to that next rank, then that's the answer that I want to give you. But we also have to figure out what people need, and that's why I want to know what you need. When I ask you, do you have any thoughts, concerns, questions, comments, kudos, whatever it is, I really want to know. And if you don't want to give it here, you know, maybe you don't want to come out and say it here or whatever, you know, I appreciate the person who did come to me behind the scenes. We had a great talk. I mean, it was a long talk, great talk. I mean, I felt good after it. I hope that person did. But, you know, I just feel like I want you to know we are here for you guys. We are a team. We are all trying to move forward. We're trying to help people, but we're also trying to help ourselves. And that's something we can't forget. Yes, we are helping people, but we're trying to help ourselves. Whether it be through something, whether it be through getting some form of money for whatever it is, just could be to live, could be to eat, could be for whatever. We're trying to move forward in some way as well, our own person. Okay? So the thing is, the team is here to support you in that. All you have to do is speak up on the calls, on a hangout. Speak up. It seems like people are scared to say something on this, but that's what we're here for. When you have maybe 20 people and you know that they're all supportive of you, why wouldn't you say something? I need you guys to help me help you. And I've told you this before. I feel like Jerry Maguire. Help me help you. I want to know what you need. I want to know what you want. I want to know how I can help you get to the next level. I talk to different people. Those people tell me, and believe it or not, wow, lo and behold, there's an epiphany. There's an aha moment, and all of a sudden, they're taking off. They're taking off. And that's what they wanted to do. They want to take off because that means they're helping more people and they're helping themselves. You can't get any better than that. That's just the best that you can get. So, I mean, I do want to give kudos to Eric, who has taken off. Like, I'm looking at the people on the screen. Eric, you've taken off. Kudos. Man, I can't even imagine what you're going to do in the coming months. It's going to be insane. Martia, wow. You have some people who are like coming together because you're bringing them together because you're thinking outside of the box. Holy cow, I didn't think of the things that you're thinking of. I'm like, why didn't I? But I'm so glad you're on my team. So now I've learned something from you as well. Matt and Debbie, man, you guys are killing it. This is the killer couple. Love what you guys are doing. And I know that you're going to just go further and excel the more that you guys start learning things, start doing things. I mean, she did her first party and she didn't even have a full structure in front of her and still killed it. Pearl, holy cow. Platinum is coming next month. I already see it. It's here. You and your team are killing it. You are in there. You were involved. I'm so proud and happy. Toyana, you're still in there. Man, you're killing it. You're pregnant and you're still in there. Like, I know. I've been pregnant. Most of these women on here have been pregnant. And we know how that morning sickness can be, how you can be so sleepy and tired, and yet you're still in there and you're fighting and you're going every day hard and strong. Viv, you work so many hours a week, I don't even see how you do what you do, but you still make it happen. Each and every day you still make it happen. And when you weren't making it happen, you came and you talked to me and we figured out a way to make it happen. That's the kind of person I'm talking about. These are the kind of people, and I know we have viewers on here. I can't see who they are right now, but I know we have some additional viewers that are down there, and I know that they are making it happen as well. Each one of you inspires me in a different way, and I have to tell you, I'm so proud and so happy to have each one of you on this team, Team Zeal, because each and every one of you brings something so special. And now, Pearl, I see that you're at a pool and not the beach, and yes, I'm jealous. So, anyway, I just wanted to say that, but I definitely do want to hear at this breaking point, because this is a training call. You know, what do you guys have to say? Like I say, kudos, comments, concerns, whatever it is, please speak up. Don't wait. Don't hide. Don't speak up. I want to know how to help. whoever it is that needs the help. We're here. And even if I don't know it, maybe Marcus knows the answer. Maybe Martia knows the answer. Maybe Pearl knows the answer. Viv, Toyana, whoever. I don't know, Eric. We are all here to help each other. So if you have something that you need help with, or if you want to give a kudos, or if you have a comment or concern, come on, let's do it. Who has something to share? No matter which category it falls in.
Hey, Davita.
I hear Martia.
It's me. Okay, I think my biggest concern was I actually got help with it, but I think my biggest concern was, when it comes to the calls, we always hear like the good great things and all the big money making points and how much we the big profitable stuff. What I wanted to know is, how do we go about like starting from scratch? We hear about the good things, but I want to hear about the crawling first, and not the getting up running. We know we're gonna run, huh?
You say you hear about the $20,000 a month, but you want to hear about the $500 a month, $1,000 a month.
Yeah, I want to hear about like right now I'm at the point where I've kind of changed my strategies up a little bit, because actually I wasn't getting much reviews or many hits or a lot of stuff with the old way. So I'm trying to change mine up a little bit and making it more personal and more about me and posting my own testimonies and things, and I'm getting more results like that. But I want to know about the crawling. I want to know about the downhill and how you climb up the hill. I don't want to start at the bottom and rise instead of hearing about the very top and the cars and the platinum and the diamond. I want to hear about us low people that needs to figure out ways to make it better. And what suggestions?
I wouldn't call it low people.
I mean, I don't mean low. I mean, like, I don't mean low. I mean,
Marcus, I'm gonna give you first crack at that, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your question there, Martia. And one of the big things, Martia, when I use rank a lot is I really believe that rank is the foundation of establishing really the foundation. And that's the biggest thing. So we talk about bronze, what it's going to take. The first thing, Martia, that I really believe people need to understand is the basics between like the business volume. What is business volume? Well, guys, again, a bottle of product, every time you retail a bottle, it's worth $50 in business volume. So the first thing you need to understand is, how can I move as many bottles of product in my organization as possible? That's the very first thing that I believe everybody on this webinar needs to be thinking about, is how can I move more bottles of product, period. Now, as a result of moving product like that, here's what's going to happen. You're going to begin through your own actions showing people how to move bottles of product, which means your team is going to model the same way that you've moved bottles. Now, they may do it in a different manner, but the bottom line at the end of the day, the ultimate thing that's happening is that bottles are being moved. And so when we talk about starting from the very bottom, the first thing that I tell people is you want to have a basic understanding of the compensation plan and what it's going to have to take you to move up. That's the biggest thing. Let me ask you this, Martius, before I even go any further, because I kind of know where I'm going with it. Do you feel like you found your niche right now as far as how you want to build your business, or are you actually trying to find that?
I think as of the last couple of weeks, I think I've actually found it.
Okay.
And I've established ways online and offline. I think I hit a brick wall for a little while, but then, getting back up, I think I'm, back in the groove again.
Okay.
But for a while, it was kind of like, okay, do I or don't I kind of thing. Until I kind of changed it a little bit, and now I can see myself up and going again.
Okay.
So I think it's okay now.
But Martia, tell everybody, what was that changing factor for you? You just hit upon it slightly, but I really want you to tell them what it was that started that change, what it was that you did that made that happen, because that's powerful.
I think once I posted my real why and stopped playing around with my why, you know, we tend to not want to be personal because it is Facebook. And me, for myself, I really did not want to open up in Facebook. But I think once I posted the real reason I was doing what I was doing, then people started understanding me more. And, you know, we tend to say, okay, people join people. That is so true, because as long as I was, you know, putting up the before and after pictures, people don't know who those people are. I mean, it's good and they see testimonies, but my friends and my family didn't want to see other people. They wanted to see me. And once I started posting pictures of me, like for instance last night, when I posted my picture of me, oh my God, it went crazy. That's the most likes I've had on anything in a long time. Then I started seeing movement. But until I started being myself, and actually being real with me and being real with the business and not being someone else and doing, you know, this pretend thing, it changed a lot for me. And I wasn't necessarily modeling what somebody else did, but I'm taking bits and pieces from every corner of it and building my own stepping stool, and it's working better for me. My hits are going up. Have I gotten pre-enrollees? No, but I know people are noticing me now. But they're noticing me because of me, not because of somebody else. And that changed a lot. That's helped a whole lot. Just being myself, and, you know, it helped. It helped.
And that is why I always tell you, be personal. Get your personal out there. It doesn't have to be super, super personal, but when people know that you're being real, when people can tell the difference between you being fake and you being real. And when you're real with somebody, that opens so many more doors than you trying to be fake or trying to be somebody else. You can't. You're you. You're uniquely and wonderfully made. That's it. You're the only you. So you can do what nobody else can do the way that you can do it. And that's what I want people to understand. I want you to know that, yeah, these are the 4 things I want you to post, but in addition to that, whatever else you want to, post it, because that is going to be you. But one of the things that I tell you to post is something personal about you, because people respond to that. People don't want a robot. People don't want to see the same thing on my page as they see on Marcus's page, as they see on Eric's page, as they see on Viv's page, as they see on Martia's page, as they see on Kylo's page. Come on, man. We're all robots when we do something like that. They want to see us. And just like Martia said, when she got real and said her real why, and when she got real and posted her pictures of her before and after, that made an impact with the people that she knows. And that's what I keep telling you guys. Post your information. Post the weight that you're losing, your weight and your inches. Post your before and after pictures, because that's going to get your friends' attention. On your Facebook page, in your life, people are going to be talking about it instead of talking all this jibber jabber that they always talk about. You know how people are. They're going to talk about this. And when they start talking about it, it spreads like wildfire. And that's what's happening here in my town. It's starting to spread. And I want that to happen in each of your towns. That's why it would be so great, like Marcus was saying, the WOW parties. If we can get everybody to have at least 1, 2 people that they can hook up with, give out cards, do a WOW party, give out brochures, that gives you, you know, a buddy to hang with, but it also gives you more confidence, and it gives you that people don't tend to like to do things by themselves. So if they have somebody that's there with them doing it, they have more confidence than if they were just doing it on their own. And they would say maybe things, or you know, just be more out of themselves. And I was talking to Martia, and she said, you know, I was talking to some people, and I just started telling them all this information about the product that I didn't even know that I knew. Like when you're plugged in, you know, the GPS, get in, plug in, stay in. Martia has plugged in. She has done her 30-day boot camp. She is in chats. She is posting every day. She is connecting with me all the time. She is connecting with other team members all the time. This woman has started being able to talk about the product where she didn't even realize that she knew all about the product. How many of you can say that? I bet any of you that have plugged in could say that, because you're on that call and you hear Marcus talking about the caralluma, the glucomannan, the Sade Bougre, and the digestive enzymes. You could all talk about them. I bet you could.
Absolutely.
But do you get out there and do it? Marcus, what were you saying?
No, I was just over here nodding with you, saying absolutely. I mean, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you, but I mean, it's you all. She's so right about this, and I think, Davida, it's every time I hear you talk, it's just like the simplicity of this business. You all is just being real. I mean, honestly, when we talk about the secret sauce, for some of you wondering what we're sprinkling on ours to make it grow and all this, as far as the business, you all, it's just pouring more of you. And Martia, it's what you just said and what you're doing. It's what Matt and Debbie are doing. It's what everybody on here is doing. It's just you all doing more of that. But like we're saying, you have this bottle. I mean, she's talking about those wow parties, you all. I can't begin to tell you all, you know, I just calling people up, getting in my car, having inventory on hand, sitting down with them, going over the vision. And you all, it doesn't have to be no elaborate vision on hitting every single rank and all this. I just literally tell them about moving this product, what it does for them, how it's going to help so many people out there. And not only that, I tell them about themselves and really what it's doing for me. And Martia, let me tell you something. If you share more of your own personal story, it's amazing what it does. And that's been the biggest thing for me, is just sharing my story over and over about what this product is doing for me. And then I've started to share what it's done for my family. And, you know, for me, you all, and I'll just tell you just very briefly, for my family, you know, we have suffered from obesity in our family for a very long time, high cholesterol, with heart failure. All these things have claimed a lot of people in my life, okay, in my family. And I'm passionate about this. When I talk to people about this, I'm very serious about it. And so I can tell you all, since me just posting this information up on Facebook, I've had so many people, family members, reached out to me. You all, I've got them on this product. And let me tell you, it has started to spread like wildfire. They're telling others. Their people are telling other people. I finally brought in a couple of family members last week, and I'm trying to make plans to get down there to Houston, help them get going. But I share that with all of you to say, you know what, when you do this, you don't really know where your business is going to take you. And I think one thing that sometimes people think that they have everything mapped out and how it's going to happen, how it's going to unfold. You all, you don't know. All I can tell you is, if you wake up and you say, you know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to help people win. I'm going to help people change their lives, get their lives back in balance. If you go out there with that initiative, let me tell you something, you all, and you're genuine, and you have integrity, and I've seen a lot of you posting about integrity, you all. It means everything. People don't give a crap about how much knowledge you have, but as long as they know you care first, then they will listen to you. And so my thing to all of you is, be genuine. If there's one thing I've taken away from this hangout already is, continue to put more information if I'm on Facebook about myself, because you're right. You all, people want to hear your story. They want to know about you, what it's doing for you, and hear, more about what it's doing. Let me see here. I'm reading this from Jonathan Hunter. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to a couple of questions here. David, you can unmute your mic here. That way we can kind of talk back and forth. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you sound perfect. So your question is about rank advancement. Go ahead and ask that question.
Oh, it's pretty simple. Do you need to maintain a certain level for like 3 or 4 months before you actually qualify for gold or platinum or diamond, or is it instantaneous, or when you hit a certain level in volume?
So, yeah. So once you hit that level, then you will become that particular rank. Okay. The 3 months consecutive, what happens is once you hit, like for instance, like platinum, Davita, when she remains platinum for all of July, August, and September, then she qualifies for the platinum bonus. For those members that are on here that hit gold already, you have to hold gold for basically 3 consecutive months, and then that following month it'll show up on that check. And so you get paid for that. But David, as far as the ranks, ranks are always an ongoing qualification, because if you hit $50,000 and, well, let's just say you hit the diamond rank 1 month or you hit platinum 1 month, the bottom line is if you don't hit it the next month, then whatever level you are at that moment, that's what you will be. That's what you will be on that particular month. But you never lose your rank in the company. The company will always identify you as that rank. But my thing to you is, you don't have to hold rank 3 consecutive months or anything like that. Once you hit it, you're classified as that rank. But you want to make sure you maintain that rank so that you can get your bonuses, because that's the biggest thing is you all holding your ranks. Like Davita right now being platinum, her bonuses are about to really go up a lot more because she's picking up the platinum bonuses that she was not picking up prior. So that the average platinum in this company makes over $4,000 a month. So let me just tell you, I mean, that's why we talk about ranking.
Go, Davita!
I'm telling you, man.
Thank you, Troy.
Borrow some money from Davita. You know what
I'm so excited for you. I know you wanted that so bad.
I really do. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That is too cool. But no, so David, did that answer your question?
It most certainly does. Thanks, Marcus.
All right, looking forward to working with you too. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Let's see here, Jonathan. How do you approach people in your town about the business without offending them? It's weight loss or saying something you need to lose weight. Marcus, okay, say to find out your niche. I'm still searching for mine. Okay, so Jonathan, my main man, Mr. Warner. Guys, let me just say this about Jonathan too, while we're kind of giving really just kudos to people. Jonathan lost his father a few weeks back, and a lot of the team, I want to say that I just appreciate you all, love you all so much for stepping up and sending him kind words. And I tell you what, I've gotten from so many of you all side messages just saying, Marcus, this team has really become a family, and many of you all have said that it's just amazing how it has helped you through your day, through some of the trials and things that you've gone through personally, how it's just this team has been there to help you out. So here's another example with Jonathan. When he lost his father, you guys reached out to him, basically put your arms around him and showed him so much love. And I mean, just to see him, you all push through. This guy went bronze the week after literally they said goodbye to his father. So it was amazing to see him push through that. So Jonathan, I just want to say, man, I commend you. I'm so proud of you. And you and I, man, we've been business partners a long time, and I called you up, and man, I tell you, you have found it here, and I'm just so excited for you. So I wanted to just say on behalf of the team that we're proud of you, and congratulations for hitting the bronze rank. You'll be getting your certificate, which is awesome, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, your question here, I'm looking at it. How do you approach people in your town about the business without offending them? It's weight loss. Saying, okay, perfect. I know where you're going with this, and Davita kind of touched on it too. This is a sensitive subject when it comes down to weight loss. For instance, one thing that I've done here locally is, just like the other day, I was talking to 3 ladies. I was at Starbucks. My wife is hooked on Starbucks, y'all. I'm telling you. But I love going when she sends me there because I'm always talking to people. You know, Davina, I'm always headed to Starbucks for her, man.
Oh, man.
She's gonna come in here busting in my office, but I'm putting her business out there. But you all, it's an awesome place because when I talk to people, and I'm gonna let you know, I mean, typically, you know, there's a lot of ladies in there, and so Jonathan, think about it. If you're asking ladies, one soft approach that I will do is I actually have some generic cards that I have, and I just let them know if I'm talking to somebody in line. And I'll just kind of really just role play, just kind of paint the picture for you. If I'm standing next to a lady, I'll say something about the coffee. I'll say, my wife likes, you know, the chai. What do you actually care for? And if she says, well, I like the caramel macchiato, I say, okay, I think I've heard of that too. And then I'll simply just say, you know, I wanted to actually give you my card. I'm with a company that's fastly expanding here in Colorado. We're actually helping a lot of families get themselves back in balance. The biggest area that I'm focused on is weight loss and helping people get healthy again. And I know it's a big avenue out here. Do you mind if I give you my card? I don't know what you do, but I would love an opportunity for you to actually go to my website and see more about what I'm doing, and maybe you can refer some people to me. As soon as I do that, they'll start laughing. They'll say, well, yeah, why don't you refer me? And I'll just laugh back with them, and then I'll just say, well, you know, are you into networking? What do you do? And I just have a small conversation with them, and typically from that, you all, the seed's been planted. I don't try to shove anything down with them anymore. I just let them know, hey, well, let me give you this, my card here, and do you mind if I grab your card here? I'd love to send you some more information about what we do, and maybe even yourself, maybe you might be interested in looking at what we do and maybe, you know, being a part of it. And it's very just smooth like that. But my thing is, I just try to strike a regular conversation with them, Jonathan. That was one scenario. Even when somebody's checking me out, some of the clerks and things like that, same conversation. I always try to, how's your day going? I always put it, you know, I try to get them smiling. If you can get people smiling, they open up to you. They really, really do. It's all about that energy. If you're just putting out there that you're trying to be a salesman, they'll smell that coming from a mile away. But if you just try to be a real person and you ask that person, you know, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing awesome. Excellent, excellent. You know, I see you here all the time, and I've wanted to come up to you and let you know my company's expanding in this area here. We're one of the top, you know, all-natural weight loss companies, and I wanted to see if I can give you some information. Maybe you know some people you can send to me. And first thing when I say that, they always say, well, what kind of product is it? And you all, it's amazing how you can really plant seed like this. The bottles of product that I moved over this weekend was a prime example of that. One of the ladies that I had talked with, that I went to church with, I ran into her, and she said, you know, Marcus, I've been seeing that weight loss stuff that you have on there. What is that all about? And I told her about it. I mean, basically, I just said to her, I said, well, look, you know, it's all natural, and I went through the products really quickly. You all, here's one thing I would tell you. Sorry, but my dog is barking. When we talk about, like Davita said, Shotty Gray, glucomanning, the digestive enzymes, and the caralluma, know those 4 things. Know those 4 things, you all. Just please know those and know a sentence about each. Just know those 4 things, okay? Shotty Gray, the caralluma, the digestive enzymes, and the glucomanning. Know those 4 things. It's right there on the back of your bottle. But my thing is, because just by sharing those 4 things and what each of them does, that's all you have to know, and just be excited about it. Once you share those 4 things, I start telling stories. Just like I told this lady, Jill. I said to her, I said, look, Jill, I said, and here's the thing too, you all, body types mean a lot. And I told her, I said, Jill, I said, you remind me so much of one of my family members, and she's been on this product now. And Jill, I'm telling you right now, she's loving it. She's told me, Marcus, is the inches are really starting to now come off. I'm feeling so much better. I'm more energized. And the first thing she does, and I put that bottle. You guys, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, on this webinar right now, this hangout, have a bottle of product with you. Please have a bottle of product, because let me tell you, you put this bottle in somebody's hand. Oh my goodness, David, I see you nodding your head. You already know, don't you? You all put this bottle in somebody's hand. They don't leave with just one. They do like my friend. I dropped off 6 bottles to him, all right? 6 bottles to him.
It's sold. It's sold.
It's sold. I mean, I'm telling you all. Literally, his wife said, there's no way you're going to drop off 3 bottles for him. She's like, I want my 3 too. And so I'm telling you all, product on hand. And that's why I've been talking about some of these bigger packs that you all can get your hands on. But once this product gets in you all, and you get excited about it, just the business becomes fun. Your volume, you all, is going to just explode, because your business is going to become fun. This is not just this product that you see online. You got to take it to people. You got to become real with them. Davida, I know you probably want to chime in with what I'm talking about. I know you've been out at events and you talk to people. I mean, explain to people about how product on hand, and then just conversating with people offline, and how powerful it is just talking to people. It's amazing.
What I can say is this. Definitely it is a touchy subject, Jonathan, okay? So you do have to be careful, because you don't want to go up to somebody and then somebody, I mean, we've had people, say this has happened to them. So you're saying I'm fat? No, we don't want that to happen. You guys have seen my cards. Those of you who haven't, I have what says help wanted, and it has my information on it, okay? And then on the back it has like my website, it has my email and my Facebook, okay? So that's one way. I'd be like, hey, what I do a lot of times is I go up to somebody who's not overweight. That's what I do. I go up to somebody who's not overweight. You know why? Because they have people that they love and that they care about who are overweight, who they are trying to help. They've been trying to help them, and they want something that is not just out there, that's not just, and then they will ask me, I'll be like, hey, help wanted, what is the business about? Some people that I do the help wanted cards, they don't want to tell what the business is about. Well, for me, I'm going to tell you, it's about health and wellness. That's what you need to say. You don't need to say it's about losing weight. You don't need to say it's about ageless and wrinkles. It's about health and wellness, because that is what we are. We are a health and wellness company. Okay? So when you go and you tell this person that, and you say, hey, look this up online. Once you go in and you pre-enroll, or, hey, if you know somebody who wants a job, to let them know, please give my card to them. You will be amazed at how many people come to you that you're not going to. You're not begging somebody to come and join your business. They want to. Other people, they're sharing it with other people. It's insane how much people want to get into a business or start their own business. They want to help others be successful. They want to help others be healthy and well. Just like you guys do, they do too. So you have to really think about what you're doing. Don't go up to somebody and say, hey, yeah, I noticed you're overweight. Here's my card. I can help you. Holy cow. No, it will never work. But what you can do is what I just explained, and then you will see so many more results than you ever thought possible. Okay? And like Marcus said, know those 4 things. Those 4 things will take you farther than you could ever imagine. Because somebody, and that's all you have to really know. I mean, honestly, people try to become a professor of the product. I've told probably half of you on this call, don't try to be a professor of the product. Don't. Just learn those 4 things, because I didn't even know those 4 things when I said, hey, to you guys and said it. I'm going for this business venture. I am all in. Are you in with me? Yes. You guys said yes. So, Jonathan, you can do it. We can have a private discussion on how to do it a little better. I'm sorry, my throat is hurting so bad right now. But we can have a private discussion on how to do it a little better. But what you really need to understand is you don't have to go up to somebody who's overweight and say, hey, I noticed you're overweight and I want to help you. No. My angle is there's somebody who is always, maybe slightly overweight, or maybe, wanting to be in a business, and you say, hey, I have a business opportunity, or hey, I have this, product that can help somebody, maybe like with their, I put some on today, been using my ageless. I'm hoping it's going to work out really well for me. People are like, oh, if you're the example of ageless, I want some. I said, okay, and I sold a bottle right then. But what I want you guys to know is just get out there. You don't have to be this professional salesperson. People know when you're being salesy. They know when you're not genuine. You just go out there and be yourself. That is what it's all about. Each one of you has something special about you. Go out there, be yourself. You will do amazing. But if you want any extra pointers, hit me up, hit Marcus up, all these people who are on this side, they're leaders. Hit them up. They will help you. All of you guys know different things, and we have to all start sharing with each other. That's the thing. Don't keep it to yourself. Start sharing. But don't go up to somebody who's overweight and say, hey, I've got something that's going to help you lose weight. Don't do it. Marcus?
No, those are some very, very good points. And then Jonathan, too, people that you come in contact with, one of the ladies that works at cleaners with me. Sorry, she doesn't. I don't work at the cleaners. I'm sorry, the cleaners that I go to. This young lady, who is a little bit more heavier set, sweetheart. I mean, very nice lady. But I'm always talking to her. So when I went in there on Friday to pick my shirts up, I said to her, I said, Michelle, I said, you know what? I said I wanted to bring you my card. And I said, look, I don't know if I told you, but I know that you mentioned to me your son. See, you all, this is the things I'm talking about. Watch what I'm going about herself. So she told me about her son. She wants to spend more time with her son. And I said, you know what? I found a way that I think that you can actually spend more time with your son. And I said, I'm actually involved with a company that's really growing here in Colorado called SBC. That's the acronym for Skinny Body Care. Have you heard of it before? And she said, no, I haven't. So I said, look, let me do this. So I grabbed her pen and I showed her my website there. I put my other information on the back. And I told her, I said, look, go to this site here. And I said, go look at it. I said, I'm going to be back next week to drop some things off. Do you mind if I circle up with you? I want to bring some stuff to you and show you what we're doing here. But I think that this could be a great way to make some good money. Matter of fact, I said, Michelle, in my business, there's a lot of ladies that remind me of you who are, they work full time, they have smaller kids, and they're actually making an extra, $1,000 a month doing this business. Would that be something that would help you out? And she said, absolutely it would be. I said nothing about weight loss or any of that kind of stuff. So that was another way for me to really, you all hit on all cylinders. So my thing is, and this is more for the people that you come in contact with that you might see at your local coffee house, your grocery store, places you go to all the time, you all. It's huge, huge for you right there, okay? Very huge. So moving on, I see that Matt also has a question. So let's go ahead and take care of Matt's question here. This question is, do I have a question that is, okay, no, we have trying product. Okay, so Matt's a little bit concerned about him and Debbie. They keep product on hand. We talk about keeping product on hand, but his concern was that when it gets 100 degrees in his area, even here in Colorado, you all, it's been really hot. Funny thing is, I actually have something that I'm doing with this, Matt. I went to Walmart, you all, and I've been doing this for a long time with product. I actually have a basic kind of, I call it, like a little small fisherman's cooler. But what I actually do is every morning I'll grab, and this is especially when it gets hot and I'm moving product, but I'll get like a couple of Ziploc bags, the big ones, and I'll fill it up with some ice. I'll lay them flat in my cooler, and then what I then will do, you all, I'll get a towel and put the towel over the ice. And then what I then do is I can grab my bottles, and then I can even put my bottles, you guys, in Ziploc bags too, just to make sure that they don't get wet. Just kind of, even though you have the ice in the Ziploc bag, but you can put those in there too. And then I just seal it up. And then that way the bottle stays cool enough in there, because if it's like, 75, 80 degrees in your cooler, typically it's probably be a little bit cooler than that. But that has actually worked, Matt, very well for me. And you all, that takes maybe two or 3 minutes. So I mean, those big, huge Ziploc bags. Grab you a couple of those, honestly, and then just dump some ice in those things, lay them flat, and then, like I said, then put a towel over it, and then you can just, like I said, grab that same Ziploc bag, and grab your bottles of product, if it's 7 or 8 of them, whatever, put them into the Ziploc bag, and then just drop them in that cooler, you all, and you're good. I mean, that's going to keep your product nice and cool, and as long as they don't get wet, you'll be fine. So, what you got there, Davita? You handing some? Oh yeah, those are cool.
These are the best things ever.
I'm gonna go get some of those.
I have them in, they have I have the little cooler like you have, but you get these from Walmart, and they will not damage your product. They are little ice things. They're freezing cold right now. My hands are freezing, but you can get as many. They're $1, and you can get. I have 5 of them. I grabbed 4 really quick. I just ran to the kitchen, but they're $1, and you can just put them in the cooler, and they will keep your product nice and fresh and cool, and it will not go and get sticky or warm or affect the ingredients in it, because they are cool. It's not ice. It's not going to melt on. They start to get warm, but they will not melt. Mm-hmm. And so this is a very, very $1 at Walmart. You go to your camping section, and that's where I found them.
Well, thank you, Davita, because I'm going to go replace my ice bags.
I'm telling you, these are like the best things ever. I love them.
Wow. Okay, that's perfect. Well, there you go. Everybody's learning something. Very good question. Very good question.
And very inexpensive, and you can use them over and over and over again. So it's something that's very inexpensive and will help you with your business in the long term. So $1, or if you get a couple of these, you spend a couple of dollars, and they help you with your business for the long term.
Absolutely. I see you, Matt. What did you say? Boom, wasn't a bad question. Yeah, you're right.
No, it wasn't.
It was a perfect question, Matthew. You're absolutely right, because I needed help too. See? No such thing as a small question, you all. None at all, okay?
That's right.
Awesome. Anybody else? Anybody? Any other questions? Any big plans anybody's going to be doing going into July? Can someone please hand Davita some water?
Hey, Marcus, Davita. Something else that I've done lately. Well, I've done it from the beginning. Is excuse me. Some of us have like the weight loss support pages, and what I've done is I've gotten a lot of customers from just that page, because I don't post anything that has anything to do with Skinny Body at all in there. Because I feel like they see it enough on my page or they worsen enough. So I use my weight loss support group as just that, a support group. No matter how you go about losing your weight, you just bring it to that page. I post the recipes in there. I post tips in there. One day I asked them, what part of the body are you trying to lose? Your arms, your legs, your abs, and I post like ideas of how to lose those things. And the before and after pictures, I don't post them as a skinny body testimony. I post them as motivation, and that way I get people to trust who I am versus the actual product. Then after a while, they say, okay, they start venturing to my page. Like right now on my support page, and somebody asked me, well, how did you get that many members in there? Because I put people in there that I've known that I might have went to the gym with before. We might have did other products together before. We talked about it at work before. And they start posting tips, and they start posting recipes, and they start posting their whys in there and how they lost weight at the gym on the treadmill. And so they begin to trust my page. And then, they may inbox me and say, now, what are you doing, or what are you selling, and how can I lose? But I use that just as a support group. I don't use it to have anything to do with, our product or selling anything. I don't try to push anything on them. It's just strictly support. What do you guys want to talk about today? What did you do today? How can I help you today? And I just look up things to help them and post things to help them. And I've actually got customers out of not posting in that page. And it's worked.
Man, that's an awesome presentation there, Martia. I commend you. And, that's what we talk about, you all, is just being a real person. And, Martia, that's a perfect way to do it, and keeping things neutral. And we've been hitting on that all night about how, the beautiful thing about skinny body care is people don't like to do anything with weight loss alone. People like the support. And so, Martia, that's a perfect way to build your database. Is you're helping people, but at the same time, it's neutral. You all are there supporting each other. You got great tips in there, and they see you as an asset to them and to people that they know. And because of your approach, let me tell you something. You stick with what you're doing, people will feed you brand new members. They will bring to you new business partners, because they're going to say, you know what, I've got a friend that I want to introduce you to. And what's going to end up happening, Martia, is a lot of them will end up probably becoming your customers, and some will end up becoming one of your your business partners because of your approach too. So that's awesome. And that's one thing too, you all, is it's all about relationships. You don't sometimes, you all, that you meet somebody, you want to go ahead and you want to give them all the information because you might not see them again. But some people, the first time you meet up with them, you know what, in the back of your mind, you can say, this is a perfect person, but the first time I see them, you know what, I just want to say hi to them today. I'm not going to pitch them anything. You all, it's all about relationships. Because if you're genuine, they're going to come to you. They really will come to you. Great information there, Martia. I appreciate you sharing that. Let me see here. One more thing that I wanted to make sure that I reminded everybody about, because I know it's starting to happen now, and especially as many of you are building your businesses. Here's the thing that's happening right now with our company. A lot of you are going to be reaching out to very serious networkers out there that are looking to build this business pretty quickly. And not only that, too, you all, but there's a lot of everyday people that are going to want to know about how they can make sure that they keep product on hand. So I want to make sure that I really talk with all of you for a moment here. Now, remember, we also, beyond the six-pack, and this is very important because a lot of us are moving product, and I don't want some of you all to be spending all this shipping and handling because you're purchasing 3 six-packs in a month's time. My thing to some of you is you probably need to step up and place an order, get yourself a 10-pack or get yourself 20 bottles of product and get it on the way to you. For instance, when you bring somebody into this business, or even you personally, if you're running out of inventory, you all consider grabbing yourself the 20 bottles, okay? Now, the 20 bottles is going to run you about $499, okay? Now, I've shared this with you all before. It's a clever thing that I was taught by Tim Miller, and it makes a lot of sense. Is when you're ordering product, you all order product from yourself, okay? And here's what I mean. For instance, if you order 20 bottles of the fiber, what you want to do is go to
Hello, is everybody still there?
I'm here, but it seems like it said someone removed Marcus.
And I'm saying that, like, that's Matthew said somebody removed him. Jonathan said somebody removed him earlier. Like, I'm wondering if there's a problem with this today. Or is somebody playing tricks on us?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We need to maybe
I wonder if they can get back in.
We'll probably need to find a different forum or a different way.
Yeah, I'm looking into Zoom. Jonathan Warner was telling me about Zoom, and I'm looking into Zoom. So hopefully that will have better results. Because, you know, everybody says, you know, there's some good and some bad about this. So, okay, Debbie's here. We're having problems, Debbie. We don't know what's going on. Like, Matthew, Marcus, Jonathan, all at different times have gotten blocked or removed or whatever from the conversation. So I don't know what's going on. Marcus was in the middle of saying something and he's gone. But I definitely am going to be checking in. Like, I already checked into it, just trying to solidify the last details of it and hoping that it works better than this. So if there's anybody that you know, tell them to try to get back on. I don't know what's what, but yeah, definitely we want to. Well, let me ask first: are there any more questions?
You got any questions, honey? No. She said Marcus and Jonathan and a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there are several people who got blocked. I don't know. Well, they didn't say blocked. They just said that they got booted out of the room. There's like, I think Marcus, Jonathan, and Matt, and it doesn't say blocked. It just says you guys were removed from this video call.
Well, Matthew's is saying that he was actually officially blocked, and if he gets blocked from this one, he could possibly get blocked from further.
Oh my gosh, that was just, we've got to figure out, yeah, I've got to figure out Zoom or something else. I've just got to, because there's just been so many problems with this, when it comes to, like, people staying on, like, you know, like they're on and off. They're just, I mean, that hasn't told them that they're blocked, but it's just been a lot of grief with Google Hangout. And I went and I researched it a bit, and it says that it's what did it say? I can't remember, but they were saying they were having problems. So. All right, well, anybody who's left, do you have any questions?
No, I don't, but it was a real pleasure meeting you, Davida.
David, it was a pleasure meeting you too. I hate that we're having these problems. Ugh, it's driving me insane.
Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, and I hope to speak to all of you very soon.
Definitely, definitely. And next time it'll probably be on a different format just because Google Hangout on air is just not, it's not doing it for me.
Okay. I'll get the link through Marcus. Thank you.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, anybody else? Any questions, comments, concerns before I end this and solidify Zoom? Okay, so it's good. I mean, I know other people are viewing. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. And you guys here, I mean, you have the opportunity, but I'm just mad. Anyway, we shall talk soon. And Viv lost us too. Viv says I lost. Okay, so anyway, we'll talk soon. And just hit me up in chat if you need anything or have any questions, which will probably be better for my throat since it's just all jacked up. So I'll talk to you guys soon.